Grandpa Gamer here again, just doing an update on this new PC, well actually a used PC that I bought off eBay that needed some work, that had a seven fans total and a keyless case, an open case. This thing turns out to be a piece of junk. The seller on eBay had no returns, but he swore that it worked. Well, in a way it did work. All the fans, when I plugged it in and turned it on, they started spinning normally, just like they should. Even the CPU fan, all the other 7 fans, the fans, but then every 30 seconds they would slow down about 50%. And then the CPU fan itself would stop for 1 second and then start up normal again. And it was doing that constantly. And I checked everywhere, the cables and this and that. There was no loose cables and this, everything was fine. So it's probably an issue in the BIOS, or you need to use like a fan program that you download off the internet that sets the fan speed so that makes them all the same and normal and this and that, or changes the speed, like speed fan and this and that. All those are downloaded programs, but I haven't done that yet because I can't get it hooked up to the internet right now. And then the RGBs that were supposed to be spinning, they flash on for like 1 second and then they just go dead. So the thing does work, and I hooked it up with a USB cable that's about 20 feet long off my bed to one of the monitors I have, and it shows Windows on the screen, so it is working, but this thing is going to need a lot of work. It looks like I'm going to have to try to go into the BIOS and adjust the fans that way, and if not, try to use speed fan when I download that, just to get all the fans spinning normally forever and not slowing down like they did. Or there could even be a problem with the power supply, where the power supply is starting to go dead. So this will be a long time before I'll show anything more about this, but it's just, right now it's a piece of junk that's going to need a lot of work. And the way I am, it'll probably take me about a month before I get it all working. But I did put a video card in there, the NVIDIA, the GTX 750 Ti. That's an older card, but it's one of the latest, greatest cards that does really good, and it didn't need a power supply. It just runs off the motherboard power. And of course, the seller didn't tell you when you put it in, this metal case that it has is real cheap aluminum, and it was bent. So I had to take a hammer and a pair of pliers and bend it back so I could get the video card to actually show. So this is a work in progress. Well, this is Grandpa Gamer, just letting you know what's going on. And I'll be doing more videos when I get this working. Take care.